Absolutely beautiful. What better mix you want in the paddock? You got Mitchell grass, you got your barley, you got your curly, you got bluegrass, Flinders grass, button grass, plus all your perennials and herbs that are growing around. The seed's fallen all over the ground and the birds are into it, but I just noticed the ants are collecting it to the ants' nest, so that's how you regenerate the ground.
Pasture management is paramount at Toobrack. Towards the end of 2020, we visited Toobrack, where the oncoming wet season was being viewed with some anxiety.
The seed bed's there, but it needs a flooding to bring that seed up for the grasses.
And the wet season came, with good falls. We returned to Toobrack to look at the results. Neil and Mary Rogers own and operate the Toobrack aggregation, spread across the Dar, Catherine and Thompson systems.
It's 50,000 acres of pebbly ground, gidgee, boree, channels. We run sheep and cattle. We've got the ordinary Mitchell grass here, Flinders grass, the curly Mitchell, and a lot of this Mitchell grass has seeded twice in some places this year, which is very good. We even got bluegrass growing through it.
The bluegrass is an indicator of pasture health and diversity. The management strategy here is a living evolution of more than a century of the Rogers family living on Toobrack.
In 1894, my great-grandfather came to Toobrack by wagon from Victoria. They drew it as a block and landed here in a wagon. Grandfather having teamsters, he ended up buying up the land and putting a parcel together that we've got now, which is unbelievable. So that was in 1894. So there's a fair bit of history here. The old homestead's still standing. It was built in 1904. The shearing shed was built in 1910. All the major posts in the shearing shed here are carted by wagon from Alpha. They're ironbark.
But it is the pasture that is the foundation of Neil and Mary Rogers' business and also their passion.
Okay, this is the curly Mitchell, or there is barrel Mitchell too, but this has got a seed on it. Look at the beautiful colours in it. The purples, and it grows very long. It bends over, but it's all that's got seed on the top of it. As you can see over here, there's a lot more of it.
More than a passion, lessons learnt in over a century have shown the importance of spelling country.
We don't abuse our country. What we do here is we don't abuse it. If it looks getting dry, we sell. I know it means less stock in some stages. We've had a few years we've had more stock and then we've got to shearing and we've had less stock to shear, but at the end of the day, you got your grass back, you can join your ewes and get lambs, and that's what we're doing at the moment, and the numbers are coming really well, and that's what we do. If it gets dry, we sell and then we breed and get back into them. Would like to buy sheep sometimes, but that has been a little bit expensive later on.
By lightening stocking rates and restocking with the slow rate of breeding up is an approach that moves gently with the seasons in a variable climate.
It's always passed down. If you flog it, it won't respond for you. Grandfather used to say, you abuse it and it won't do anything for you. We lessened our stock numbers and we've been very lucky this year. We've had some good rain, and we do believe that you need at least 2 inches of rain to get good Mitchell grass started and then follow up, and we have had that.
Remembering the lessons learnt, nurturing their country, stocking for the weather conditions and allowing the pasture to regenerate after dry times is the foundation of the day-to-day business at Toobrack.
That's how we run our business. We just look after our country and breed what we want.
Industry, government and Desert Channels Queensland support the grazing industry in managing for change and a sustainable future on the rangelands.